Nigerians are still reeling from excitement over the victory by the Super Falcons of Nigeria at Rabat Olympic Stadium after they clinched their record 10th continental title. On Monday, the team arrived in Nigeria and, as promised, proceeded to the Aso Rock Villa to present the WAFCON trophy to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. During a reception at the presidential villa, Tinubu conferred national honors, the officer of the Order of the Niger, on all members of the Super Falcon squad, including the 11-member technical crew, for winning the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. In addition to the national honors, Tinubu pledged the Naira equivalent of $100,000 to each player and $50,000 to each member of the technical crew. Furthermore, every player and official will receive a 3-bedroom apartment in the renewed Hope Estate in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, eliciting a flurry of reactions. Let's take a look.
On behalf of the grateful nation, I hereby conferred on the players the 11-man technical team with national honor of officer of Niger. Additionally, I hereby direct the allocation of 3-bedroom apartments for each of the players and technical crew in our renewed Hope Estate. In addition, there is a cash award of the Naira equivalent of $100,000 each to the 24 players. And the equivalent of $50,000 to the 11-man technical team.
Now our papa be this, so we no get another one.
You know the message somebody sent to
you. You and Ojineka will not decide to leave television and start playing football.
Why not? I mean, it's very inspirational.
Okay, you know the message somebody sent.
Go ahead.
Somebody said that I should ask Dr. Abati that as a father of many nations, so we could sing now. Our papa video that should give us his own $100,000. Me, you, $300,000.
No, the ladies.
You are capable.
Oh
yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Now our papa be this.
The ladies can go and play football. So that you may even get more than $100,000.
I was inspired, but there's another good news that I'm going to share eventually. So you can see that we can have 2 different professions, right? Yes. Well, all right, let me take some reactions because obviously this has caused reactions. We know that the Nigerian Governors Forum also announced a separate reward of 10 million naira for each of the players. Let me take this post on X. This person wrote, "Excellent, Mr. President. This is a very good gesture. 1, it's good because it enhances women football. 2, it spurs other sports, men and women to work hard and excel for themselves and the nation. President Tinubu is the best so far. Well done to the president." Well, Eze Cheapness wrote, "The same prizes they gave to another set of male winners in another tournament some years ago. One of the players still they languish for Ikorodu. He never see the Abuja land where them give him." Who's that guy? Who's the Ikorodu person? "When they give it to them, they should make it public. Not when I'm 65 years old. They will then ask me to contribute to help former Super Falcons player." I mean, isn't this the story? I mean, this is the story. This was the conversation out there. I also saw some comments about where is the money going to come from. And there was somebody that actually, it was one of our cameramen, who calculated it to be $2.9 million. I think that's about the amount. How much is $1 million? No, I think I did see 2. The sports analyst is really good. About 2.9 million. Where is the money going to come from? But this is the conversation out there, Vimbai. But in the meantime, let me just take this one and then we'll chat on both. In the meantime, another conversation that came out of that meeting yesterday, the Super Falcons were made to sing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's political song, "On your mandate, we shall stand," at the reception, eliciting reactions. Let's take a look.
On your mandate,
Èwo tún lọ́yọ̀ mandate. Is that what you say? Èwo tún lọ́yọ̀ mandate. Show your mandate national anthem ní báyìí.
This is the question. Anthem. Let me take this tweet. Let me take this tweet from Characteristics, who wrote, "While such slogans are not uncommon in political rallies, they are out of place in events meant to celebrate national achievement funded by the collective resources of all Nigerians. This moment, meant to be about Nigeria and her daughters, was diluted by an injection of partisan politics. As it's being reported, anyone within the Football Federation or the organizing committee encouraged or directed these young women to chant a political slogan. It will be a grave misstep. Such actions confuse patriotic duty with political loyalty and do a disservice to the spirit of sportsmanship and the dignity of our athletes. Let it be made clear, the Super Falcons won this trophy for Nigeria, not for any party or individual. Their victory was underwritten by the sweat of our players and the support of millions of taxpayers whose money funded their journey and preparation. To politicize such a win is to alienate the very people whose unity made it possible. As we rightly celebrate our champions, let us protect the sanctity of national symbols and events. Let football, and indeed all sports, remain the sacred grounds where politics takes a back seat and patriotism leads." Vimbai.
That person really, I mean,
I love that.
That was a
really just
beautiful.
It was longer than that, and
yeah.
I just thought that this was punching.
It really was. I love to see that, you know, for the bad reputation that Twitter or X sometimes gets, that there's a lot of wisdom that also gets poured out on that app, because, oh my goodness me, we need to be delivered from the spirit of trying to politicize everything.
Yes.
You know, in the morning when we spoke about this victory, I made reference to morale. And I did so intentionally because oftentimes Team Nigeria, whether it be the male team or the female team, whether it be basketball or football, they win against all odds. We don't equip them with all they need until we see that, maybe there's hope or things are looking good. Then suddenly everybody starts trying to join the bandwagon. And it's unfortunate that even in such circumstances that the glory would want to be overtaken by politics. Now, I think it's unfortunate that you make these young ladies sing a political slogan in a place where, like the writer of that tweet said, we're supposed to be celebrating Nigeria, the Nigerian spirit. And patriotism, I always say this, does not mean loving your president. Patriotism means loving your country. The two are very separate. The office of the president is a rotating seat, and the people who occupy it will change every 4 or 8 years. Okay. So you don't have to love that person, but you have to respect the office of the president. And I think taking this step of, you know, an outing that was otherwise such a beautiful outing, yes. There was so much joy, genuine joy. So I think somebody almost did a somersault. Yes. When the president said 3-bedroom house, they couldn't contain there was no decorum, you know, it was genuine excitement, and I'm happy for them. However, as much as the mood in the nation right now may be a little bit down, I really need to beg our politicians to exercise restraint and not hijack this victory, because like I said, a lot of them did not support these girls until suddenly it looked like they were doing well. So I think that in itself is a lesson that we need to learn moving forward from the beginning. Even if they don't do well, it's okay. We always have to be consistent in our support for them and not look for the glory moments.
Well said. Before I take you guys, in the meantime, the president shared a light-hearted moment with the Super Falcon squad, admitting initially he didn't want to watch their match. His reason? He was trying to avoid high blood pressure. The president recounted how it was actually his wife who was in the kitchen preparing his food at the time that rushed out to tell him Nigeria had won. Let's take a look.
Honestly, I didn't want to watch the match. I didn't want high blood pressure. But people came in and turned my TV on to that channel. When it was 2-0, I got very offended. and restless. But I was there still watching the indomitable spirit of resilience, determination, and courage. And after that penalty, and I saw it 2-1, my spirit was lifted, and I believe that of the nation. But what you almost did was get me hungrier, because your mother was in the kitchen almost abandoning my dinner. The game that doesn't really watch except the girls are the one playing. As she came running, we have won. I said, you are not yet won.
That was such a cute story, wasn't it? And we did see the First Lady. We have those photos right there in the kitchen, and people were wondering, oh, well, what's she doing in the kitchen? But now we, I mean, yes, but you know, as a First Lady now, you have different. I mean, I know that you are supposed to cook for your husband, but I'm saying, as a First Lady, you have plenty, you know, chefs and all of that. Can I speak? It is nice to see that our First Lady is still cooking for her husband by herself. By herself at the kitchen. We have those pictures. But before I come to you, Rufai, why are you? What is the problem, Rufai? Also, in a generous show of solidarity and appreciation, 6 prominent players from Nigeria's Super Eagles have collectively pledged 24 million naira to the victorious Super Falcons squad. This significant sum, announced by the Nigeria Football Federation, will ensure that the 24 Super Falcons players receive 1 million naira each for their triumphant performance at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations in Morocco. The donating Super Eagles players are Williams Truss Ekong, Ola Aina, Ademola Lukman, Alex Iwobi, Leon Balogun, and Joseph Aribo. I mean, this is such an amazing thing, and we are seeing our Super Eagles supporting our Super Falcons. Yeah. I can't take out Super Eagles from my mouth. I keep saying it. Rufai, I know you want to jump into.
No, I want to jump into a lot. President Tinubu, thank you so much for this gesture. I mean, very good one, very well welcomed. What we just say is, please, people should ensure that the promises are kept. But I trust you. I know on the money, the promises will be kept. Mm-hmm. The house, too, when it's completed, it will be kept. You know, because before, the promise, General Sani Abacha or something promised the team in 1994. They just kept it a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. In fact, there's a story making around that even Westerhoff was complaining that his house was far off, that if they can help him change it, but they are working at changing. He wants to sell it. No, even though now he couldn't even sell it now. He couldn't even sell the house because the price was low. Because the value was low. So,
is it funny?
It's not funny, but it's not a big deal.
But he got the house and he owns it, right?
No, he got the house. Okay. He owns it. But the place was around Kupwa.
So just stop this thing, Rufai.
He couldn't sell it because the value was low. How many people
are not landowners?
So what he now decided to do was that he has gone to tell them that if they can give him somewhere closer, which was reported, I think, in the Vanguard, and he has gotten somewhere closer. You see, the thing about these houses is that, please, let's also give them in befitting areas. It's not just a mass. I know what they did was of heroic proportion.
Is that area where we came built?
Yeah, so, I mean, it should be of... but I trust President Tinubu is a man of style and panache.
Yeah.
Secondly, I think we are taking politics to a maddening level in this country. And President Tinubu, the message a lot of people are also saying is that, remember, there are other parastatals that have not been paid. I think health workers, a couple of them sent me messages this morning. But we are taking politics to a maddening level in this country where everything is politicized. At a time of national cohesion, we live in a country where tribes and tongues will differ. So will political ideologies do. Letting people sing a political leaning song is a total aberration. And I think forthwith, the handlers of President Tinubu must stop this constant malaise and infectious disaster of trying to force this on your mandate song on a lot of us at specific national events. just the way they have played it at the Senate, just the way they have played it at other. No.
Right.
Please leave partisanship aside and ensure we get things done. Right. That's just it. That was a very sad blight for the country. And as regards President Tinubu saying he didn't want that attack, it's quite apt. Let me just say this. You remember that we lost Cairo Ojubo during the semi-finals of the Super Eagles Nations Cup game. So we get very passionate about the country, and it was apt for saying that, but we're happy that it all ended well.
For saying what?
For saying that he couldn't watch it because he didn't want a heart attack.
Sure. Okay.
And please, other players too, I must have to say it, they complain, Dr. Abati, you made the point this morning, other players too that helped, that won over the years for La Decima, there are a lot of them that are suffering today. Even if it's something small, let's extend to them.
All right. Dr. Abati.
Okay, that's where I was going to start from. That, appreciating these young ladies is very impressive. And that persons who had also contributed to this Mission 10, because Mission 10, you don't jump to 10. You start from 1 to 10. There are others who are no longer in the Super Falcons, but also contributed to that achievement of this moment. They too also, ways should be found to compensate them so that the celebration will be all-inclusive. And we hope that on the basis of previous experience, President Tinubu will give the due directive to make sure that all these, prizes, honors are made available immediately to both the 24 players and the 11 technical crew members. But I want to make an additional point, in addition to all I've been saying on this subject. The empowerment of the girl child, how it is very important. Look, when we were growing up, it was a taboo for a girl to say she was going to the field to go and play football. Even for some boys, our parents frowned at it. In fact, if you went to play football and your father discovered, your mother's family members may be summoned. Yeah. That what kind of thing was she doing? A boy that should be reading his books is always going to play football. But the times have changed. Boys now play football, girls now play football. Yeah. And the point I was making about the empowerment of the girl child also is that women constitute about 50% of the population. We have seen in sports where the Super Falcons are providing the lead at a time when the men in the Super Eagles are giving us a lot of anxiety. Now, this kind of empowerment for women, giving them opportunities, should also be extended to other spheres of life, particularly the political arena, where women say they are underrepresented. Maybe perhaps if women are given more opportunities in politics and other aspects of life, maybe they will emerge as queens like the Super Falcons. Yes. That's number one point. Number two, as a follow-up to what happened, I hear Morocco is complaining. Morocco says Ashley Prompter is not a Nigerian, and Michelle Alozie is not a Nigerian. They have already lodged a complaint with
so they want a
CAF.
They say no.
No, they don't want. They say the final match should be awarded to them.
That's right.
No, I think they are joking.
3-2. It wasn't even an equalizer.
People gave them 2 goals ahead. They didn't still win. They gave them 2 ahead.
Finally, 4 of the players are in the best 11.
Yes.
Rashida Tajibade, Michelle Alozie, Okoronkwo, Esther Okoronkwo, and Chiamaka Nnadozie, they are in the 11, which is a further recognition of the importance. And Michelle Alozie is even recognized as a standout superstar in that particular match. So congratulations to the girls, and we should all just be happy for them.
Yes, absolutely. And it's like I said, it's a good gesture from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Kudos. Well, in our good news report today, we're going to highlight one of our Super Falcons stars, Michelle Alozie, who in 2021 was drafted into the national team due to an unforeseen visa crisis and player shortage. Well, in a remarkable turn of events that highlights the power of opportunity meeting talent, what began as a desperate search for reinforcements by the then coach Randy Waldrum has blossomed into an inspiring journey showcasing Alozie's exceptional abilities both on and off the pitch. In 2021, when the Super Falcons faced logistical hurdles that threatened their participation in the She Believes Cup in the United States. Coach Waldron cast a wide net, reaching out to Nigerian-American players to fill the roster. Among those contacted was Michelle Alozie, a molecular biology graduate from Yale University, who was then training with the Houston Dash and also working part-time as a career research technician. Alozie's inclusion was swift and impactful. After just one training session, Waldron was convinced of her potential, and she was immediately added to the squad. Her international debut came on June 10th, 2021, and she quickly proved her worth, even scoring her first international goal in a thrilling 3-3 draw against Portugal. Since then, Michelle Alozie has become an integral part of the Super Falcons. Beyond her footballing achievements, Alozie continues to inspire with her dedication to cancer research at Texas Children's Hospital in Houston.
I'm a research tech here. What we really try to do is see how some chemotherapies can help these particular AML cancer that we're studying. And so we get these specific patients' samples and see what chemotherapies work on them. With a lot of research, this can then be implemented to the actual patient, and they're able to see this difference that we're seeing in the lab. It's really profound, one, but also gives my life so much purpose. Being able to come here and see these kids like fight for their lives day in and day out, or they're not able to have this opportunity to play soccer or play any sports that they love, it just puts my life at a completely different perspective and gives me a whole bigger purpose than I initially thought I was coming to Houston for.
What a powerful woman, amazing. Well, her ability, as we've said, to balance a demanding professional football career with vital medical research is a testament to her drive and purpose. Michelle Alozie's story is a shining example of how unexpected opportunities can lead to an extraordinary accomplishment, making her a true role model for aspiring athletes and young Nigerians everywhere. Vimbai. I mean, doesn't this give you goosebumps? See, like I said earlier, we can have two professions.
You absolutely can. And I think for me,
our
when
producer wants to marry her.
Our producer has been marrying for a very long time. Please.
Okay,
let's focus here. The spirit of excellence for me. When you imbibe the spirit of excellence, it doesn't matter whether you're playing football, whether you're pursuing a career in molecular biology, saving young children who are fighting cancer. I mean, look at that. So it comes down to excellence and us trying to bring up a society that are committed to being excellent in all of their pursuits. That's the first thing. Then the second thing for me is something I said in the morning, which is that please, I beg, let these women not regret choosing the Nigerian jersey. Let's do right by them. That's with regards to all of their rewards and everything they have been promised. And as we continue to hold them up as, such respectable and exciting members of society, I just hope that Nigeria can do right by them as well, because they have given their all.
Congratulations, Michelle Alozie.
What they say is beauty and brains.
Yes.
So it's possible, after all, for you to have a hobby, to play football and excel in it.
Yes.
And also, play football. Unlike in our time when the thinking was that you just must read your books. And I had somebody, I think in the gallery, saying Nashia won't marry.
That's what I said just now.
Nigerians joke too much.
All right.
You think, even your salary.
Our producer that said so.
Even your salary.
All right.
Anyway, she's also a fashionista.
Yes.
Very good. I just want to make one statement. The truth is, kudos to her. Nigerians have always done it in the past. A man we do not celebrate a lot, Sam Okwaji, just for general information, did have a PhD in law.
Yes.
Before he died tragically.
Right.
And he played for this country.
Fantastic.
And he had a PhD in law.
All right. We all applaud Michelle Alozie. Obviously, she is a superstar. Congratulations.
Honorable Minister for FCT, Barrister Wike, Your Excellency, I just say let me call your attention to this thing because I believe it is important. This victory of our Nigeria female football team, the Super Falcons, do you not think this is another opportunity to honor President Tinubu's legacy? Nigerians, what you wanna think? Minister for FCT, Abi, how you see him? In line with the president agenda and for posterity, do you not think we can rename this female football team to the president name? maybe something like Tinubu FC or Tinubu Falcons. Because in line with the president's agenda, it is good. Say the president honor them. He give them national honors, give them money, $100,000, give them house. But then again, if we go deep, Minister for FCT, this we cannot just end with the president legacy by just that 39 billion international Tinubu guest house, Tinubu clinic, Tinubu this thing. This can also be another opportunity for international recognition to rename it after the president. Anybody who say they no rename him, the person does not have good taste. The person does not know what they are saying. So Nigerians, make una suggest names. What kind of name? How una see am? Abi I talk bad? My suggestion, Ibad, is just an open suggestion. Because since when this victory happened, for all the whole night I no fit sleep. I just think, I say, God. How can we honor the president legacy? How can we honor God? Now I come up with this thing. So make una suggest name, whether it can be called the Tinubu Golden Girls or the Tinubu and the Daughters of Zion's Football Club or something. Come up, let us be creative. Minister for FCT, we can do this. It cannot only end with barracks, airports, and all that. What about the football team? Think about it. Consider it. Because if you go deep, this football team, this victory is in line with President Tinubu Renewed Hope Football Initiative. Think it. This football victory, that trophy can be called the Renewed Hope trophy. Because even, of course, by 2027, this victory, so it go there APC manifesto for sure. APC where me I know. This victory go there the list of President Tinubu achievement by 2027. In fact, some APC boys support ourselves, all those guys where they Twitter, they fit even add them to their CV. Because you know say when party they find achievement, where achievement no day, anything can become achievement. For Nigeria today, if you even they sleep with your wife, if you have sexual intercourse and you go get pregnancy, that is a renewed hope pregnancy. If you define relationship before when and now you can't get boyfriend or girlfriend, you are in renewed hope relationship. Now government, they help you. So Your Excellency, make we think, let's not allow opportunity to waste. The fit no get another one in future. We can rename this thing. We can honor the president legacy by changing to Tinubu and his Golden Girls football. Nigerians, how una see am? Share I talk bad. It's an honest and innocent. I just suggest. Minister for FCT, look into it, think about it, please. Let us see, because you know as APC would they run them now. APC, renewed hope, oh Shilanche. Oh, hey, you can send it to the National Assembly and you go approve them. Hey, Yakubu, what caused the glitch? My name is Peter for Nigeria.
Let's turn our attention now to politics. The Social Democratic Party on Monday expelled former Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai and banned him from any association with the party for 30 years. The party's National Working Committee stated that El-Rufai never formally registered as a member at his ward level as required by the party's constitution, despite falsely claiming membership on social media and allegedly forging documents. The SDP accused El-Rufai of gross indiscipline, misinformation, attempting to destabilize the party through unconstitutional actions, and aligning with another political party, the African Democratic Congress, ADC, while trying to draw the SDP into an unapproved coalition. I mean, when I saw this story, Rufai, I was wondering, they said that he never really joined. How are they banning him? And that's the rhetoric online, actually. But let me take this tweet, a short tweet from Laugh and Learn, who wrote, a 30-year ban for someone over 65, and that's the actual question. The party also stated that it has notified the Independent National Electoral Commission of El-Rufai's non-member status, emphasizing that he is not authorized to act or speak on behalf of the SDP.
But he's not doing that any longer. You see, all of this is just politics. He's not doing that any longer. He has gone to join the coalition. Him joining the SDP there was when they were trying to get footing and looking for parties and shopping for parties. Obviously, he's long left them. And if they say, oh, he didn't join from the grassroots level, he went ahead to parade himself and all of that. See, all of this is all politics. And see, with due respect, the SDP, they have no right, it's anti-constitutional to be able to ban somebody from politics for 30 years, who them be? I mean, they go ban them themselves. So all of this is just political talk. And it just goes back, to his base. He's been facing a lot of political challenges with incumbents in the state and all of that. So I think all of this, have you even seen El-Rufai respond to this? I'm sure when he responds to that, he will just respond with a lot of sarcasm and say, who be this one? All right,
we'll follow up on the story as usual. Dr. Abati, I would like to take this story. In a disturbing development, a graphic video has gone viral on social media showing Edo State activist Okai Okani being brutally assaulted by armed vigilantes in Auchi. Okani, who coordinates the Edo North Unity Worldwide, an annual forum designed to assess and honor public office holders, was reportedly attacked during his own event by over 50 uniformed vigilantes and thugs. The assailants allegedly stormed the venue, destroyed property, and beat the activists to a pulp. Well, here's the distressing video capturing the moment. Okani was attacked and forcibly dragged into a truck. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's take a look.
Why you can't see my videos now? Why you can't see my videos? 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 Why? I don't see my video. Why? I don't see my video. Why you come over here? I don't see my video. Why you see my videos?
This is quite disturbing. I actually reached out to this gentleman who is in the hospital at the moment receiving treatment, and he was brutally hurt. Until now, he doesn't know who sent those thugs to attack him. There were reports about whether it was Senator Adams Oshomole, allegedly. I also reached out to Senator Adams Oshomole. He said he has no involvement. He doesn't know this gentleman that we're talking about. But this goes to show that, what really is going on in this country?
Well, the victim says that, one, he believes that some political actors, he was going to give awards to some major political actors in the Isako area, and maybe someone aggrieved whose name was not included, and who thought it was an act of, it was an affront for his name not to be on the list of persons to be honored. But we condemn self-help. We condemn anyone acting with impunity. We deplore any form of jungle justice, whatever may be the provocation. Number two, he said the venue that he was using was in fact approved. He applied for permission and it was approved by the chairman of Isako West Local Government. In other words, it wasn't as if he was engaged in an illegal activity. Number three, the Nigerian Constitution recognizes the right of a person to assembly. Now, these vigilantes, they've always been criticized that they operate outside the boundaries of the law. Now, these persons must be identified. Now, he has appealed to everybody, including the Attorney General, the police, to come to his rescue. But I think he himself must take the primary step of pressing charges.
Yes.
It's not enough to just complain or to say, oh, the media should help draw attention to his plight. No, it is part of his fundamental human right to insist on his right to dignity and his right to the freedom of assembly and ensure that these persons are brought to a book. Well, I hope he recovers very quickly.
Yeah.
As we are going towards 2027, we are likely to see more incidents of this nature where violence is a means of communication.
Yes.
I think the government of the day, whether national or subnational or local, has a responsibility that people do not negotiate political situations with impunity, with violence.
Right.
Look at how the man is even a chief. You see, this is what has happened in this country.
This is it.
Nobody respects anybody you call chief again.
Unfortunately.
If you like, you call yourself chief, high chief, double chief. If your political opponents are not happy with you,
this is horrible.
They organize some hoodlums.
Well, the Edo State Police Command has responded to this and they are investigating, they are looking into it. And as always, we'll follow up on the story. We hope for speedy recovery for the gentleman. Shall we take our story now under milestones? This year marks 19 years since the death of Anthony Funsho Williams, a towering figure in Lagos State politics, whose promising journey was tragically cut short on July 27, 2006, after he was brutally assassinated at his home in Dolphin Estate, Ikoyi. Born on May 9, 1948, Funsho Williams was not just a politician, but a seasoned technocrat whose contributions to Lagos infrastructure are still visible today. A civil engineering graduate from the University of Lagos with a master's degree from the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Williams dedicated 17 years to the Lagos State Civil Service, rising to the prestigious position of Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Works by 1991. Under his meticulous stewardship, an estimated 70% of Lagos roads and bridges were built, a testament to his engineering prowess and dedication to public service. This period saw his involvement in key projects, including aspects of the Third Mainland Bridge, Carter Bridge, and various major road networks. His foray into politics in the mid-1990s was driven by a desire to shape policies. He serves as commissioner under Colonel Olagunsoye Oyinlola's military administration in Lagos, further cementing his reputation as a committed public servant. Later, as a gubernatorial aspirant for Lagos State, many believed he was poised to transform Lagos into a truly world-class city. However, his ambition to serve Lagos at the highest level was tragically cut short on July 27, 2006, when he was found bound, strangled, and stabbed to death at his home. His death sent shockwaves across Nigeria, leaving an indelible mark on the nation's political landscape and highlighting the dangerous currents within its democratic process. Though his life was taken too soon, Funsho Williams' legacy endures. In his honor, the Lagos State government renamed the prominent Western Avenue to Funsho Williams Avenue, a fitting tribute to a man who dedicated his professional life to building the city's infrastructure. May his soul continue to rest in peace. I wish we had time to discuss this subject, but unfortunately we don't. That's all I have for you guys. Thank you very much for your contributions on What's Trending Today. Well, that's all I have for you guys on What's Trending Today. I'll see you all tomorrow.
So guys, to comment on this video, permit me to go outside the topics that have been talked upon in this video. Now I have a tweet here on Twitter where the INEC chairman Mahmood is saying that we've implemented all administrative recommendations made after 2023 elections. That's coming from the INEC chairman, that they have implemented administrative recommendations. If this guy is sincere with Nigerians, I think one of the recommendations is this INEC chairman should be sacked. Why has he not been sacked? Anyway, guys, I'm going to take you through some of the reactions coming from Nigerians. Honestly, like this person said, rigor in chief. Believe him at your own risk. That's INEC chairman is a rigor in chief. If you believe him, is at your own risk. Another person said, believe this paid criminal at your own peril. And he now added a headline where the INEC chairman said in 2022 that the election result for 2023 will be transmitted in real time to viewing portals on election day. Hey, God. This was how this man destroyed Nigeria. Result will be transmitted in real time to viewers in viewing portal on election day, and we thought we were dealing with a human being. Don't forget that when the same INEC chairman, when he tweeted this tweet, many Nigerians were not comfortable. There was rumors circulating that INEC chairman would not stick to what he's saying. Then this same INEC chairman came out again to retrace his stance that results will be transmitted real time to viewing portals on election day, only for them to tell us there was a glitch. Hey, God. I hope that glitch will not occur again. INEC Nigeria, we are waiting for you, Rick and die. That's what this person said. Sadly, INEC will do worse in the upcoming election unless the Electoral Act and other relevant laws are amended. But this time around, they will only succeed if and only if we are not prepared to chase them out of the town when they try to rig this 2027 election. So guys, honestly, Nigerians should be ready because see, we have to learn from our experience in 2023. He has now come out to start making big promises. You know, this person say administrative recommendation indeed. Another person said share site no go crash again. We make on announce president like thief. We enter from back door. Remember when that victory was announced? In the night, people woke up to see that INEC chairman has announced. Sure, there's nothing as criminal as the way 2023 election was, you know, conducted by this same INEC chairman. You know, after the glitch happened, he came to announce winner in the night while Nigerians were sleeping, not within working hours. Have you ever seen that? This person said, it takes a special kind of shamelessness to claim all administrative recommendations were implemented when the biggest failure was INEC's refusal to follow its laws and technological recommendations. INEC promised real-time transmission via IREF, failed spectacularly. This man can never recover from this shame. The INEC chairman, he won't recover from this shame. This person say, that does not prevent you from declaring manipulated results. Or how do you explain an election held the same hour that others were declared while the other did not see the light of the day? Glitches here and there. This other person say, believe this set of human beings, you are on your own. We are not interested in your cock and bull story. In 2027, we will know the people who are truly Nigerians. Hey, honestly, this person said they should tell us what they have implemented. Tell Nigerians what you say you have implemented. Because all the things, the electoral reform, yes, it happened. So what then happened? Remember the first tenure of Buhari? Buhari refused to sign the bill now. He refused to sign it so that it will become law. Because he knows he's going to affect his re-election. Now, when he became president, when he was now leaving, he now signed it. Electoral reform, they signed it. But what happened? Glitch from nowhere. This person said, I can't believe you, the so-called Nigerians, are fools. They don't know their right from their left. Display bag of sand called it rice pyramid. They will believe you. Snakes swallow 17 million naira. Nigerians are gullible zombies. Followers, obedient fools suffering from mental slavery. I don't know where this person is coming from. You don't blame obedience because what is happening in Nigeria is what obedience are trying to fix. This person say fake INEC, always promising rubbish. I'm preparing something dirty for you guys though. Who knows what this guy is doing, preparing? He's preparing something dirty for them. This person say, including giving voters card to the repentant Boko Haram. Those were people, that's where people are not looking into. Okay, that's where people are not looking into. There are voter machine everywhere doing the secret job. I think they might change strategy because people's eyes might just be on glitch, but at the end of the day, they might not use the glitch, they might use something else. This person said the same idiot behaving like zombie, shouting all eyes on judiciary are still getting ready to get their poverty validated card. New Nigeria is possible 2027. What has changed? Insanity doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. You're supposed to be in jail for that show of shame called election clown. This person is saying that Mahmoud Yakubu is supposed to be in jail. And that person say, ha, you think that after this statement, the next general election will be free and fair? My understanding of this statement is that the rigging of 2027 election has now been perfected. I think this makes sense. This makes sense. The INEC chairman has actually come to say they've implemented all the suggestions. Who is suggesting? Is it not the APC? They are the ones suggesting. They are the ones telling the INEC chairman what to do and what not to do. And he has come out to say he has implemented all. And this person said, them go still deny this one like the tweet. they deleted during and after 2023 election, especially relating to the conduction and transmission of a results electronically to the public IRF portal. What will happen to server this time around? Oh God, Nigeria is not a country, not even ready to be freed. This person say, shut up there, don't provoke us, so switch off the IRF again and see what will happen to you. Yakubu, you are a legendary failure. This person say, God forbid INEC. Amen. So you can see that Nigerians don't have good news for this INEC chairman. This person, the face of evil and wickedness. The predicament unleashed on Nigeria is as a result of the deed of this man. Posterity will judge you for stealing the will of the people and selling it to the highest bidder. You fail to keep your promises of ensuring the transmission of results. This person says, trust INEC at your own risk. Another technical glitch, loading. You know, loading in 2027, honestly. This person say on serious empire, glitches of the corrupt, incompetent institution. We don't want to hear story again, no. That's what this person is saying. This person is even saying that thunder. Let me not even go to that area. This other person say criminal is still planning to make money. Again, this time that money will not keep you well. Anyway, guys, I'm going to stop it there, but you can see the reactions of Nigerians, you know, after the INEC chairman came out to say they've implemented all the recommendations that were recommended to them after the 2023 election. So, guys, after Nigerians have been shouting for electoral reform, so it means that these people are not even talking about electoral reform in this country. You know, this one Yakubu is saying we've implemented everything. That means somehow they are trying to say we are ready to go, you know. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell. Please give this video a like so that YouTube can recommend it to others, and drop your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you.